So we got a lot of folks calling. Let's see what's going on these phone lines. A lot of folks are calling right now. Let's see who we got. What's on? What's up? Who's calling?
This is Rambo from Atlanta.
What's up? What's your name again?
It's Rambo from Atlanta, Decatur, Georgia, Redan Road.
There you go. What's going on, Rambo? What's on your mind, player?
Oh, man, I'm a big listener of your show. I've been listening to your show almost 5 years, man.
Respect.
It just, I wanted to ask you something because I'm kind of dealing with this new chick, and she cool and all, but I don't know. The thing is, she got 2 kids. I'm 25, she's 27. I don't have any kids at all.
Okay, you say kids plural. How many kids she got?
She got 2 of them.
God damn! At 27, how old are the kids?
The young one is 7 and the other one's 9.
Are they about the same dude? Different dudes?
I think 2 different dudes.
Oh, okay. Nigga, you better hit that and run. Nigga, don't sit up there and simp and cupcake with that, because she has a track record of being fertile and getting knocked up. So she already has that track record. So, nigga, you need to be very cautious about that. And she's 27, so that's not looking good on paper. You know what I'm saying? I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but that shit don't look good on paper. It's like when you recruit.
Okay, I got one.
Yeah, if you recruit, if you're trying to recruit a basketball player for a team, and you see this motherfucker got injuries and baggage, it just don't look good on paper, even though they might be a good player. So I'm saying it's not looking that good. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is she?
I say she's about an 8.
Okay, so that means she's about a 6. Okay, so just be cautious, man. just be cautious, dude. Just be cautious, man. I say don't think in serious terms with this chick, because that sounds like it might be a problem later on down the line, man. But thank you for the call, Pimp Sauce. Let's see who else we got, man. And I did a whole pay-per-view special talking about women with kids. You guys can check that one out at maclessons.com as well. That's another one you guys can check out. Let's see who we got on the phone. Let's see who we got. What's up? Who's calling? What's up? Who's calling? Okay, people, come on, y'all. We got to get it together, people. A lot of folks are calling. Hold on, let me see who this is. What's going on? Who's calling?
Hey, yo, what's up, Flex? This is the real Big Sean calling out of the Inland Empire, California, right here.
You are the real Big Sean, not that imposter Big
sir.
Sean that's making those hit records and getting all those bitches. You the real one. You're the one who's working at IKEA, macking on the hose. So what's on your mind, player? What's on your mind?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
I had gave you a call about almost a year ago because I had started messing with somebody at the job, mistake number 1.
Right.
Well, it kind of got ugly.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
Well, I dumped her because she was seeing somebody else outside of work. So what happened was she thought she was playing me the whole time, but her homegirl had dropped dime on her, okay?
Okay.
So what it is now is we have mutual friends at work. So what she's doing is she's spreading stuff up in their ear, telling them that I was tricking and paying her bills, which is totally false.
Okay.
Because I already knew it was us. I was just along for the ride,
exactly.
To see what was going on with her. So anyways, make long story short, it's just been drama after drama, man, and it's bad. So what can I do to defuse the situation?
All right, now let's look at it, because, I've said a million times, you got to be careful about women at your job because of this very reason, because as relationships do, they go bad sometimes. And when they go bad, this is the dumb shit that happens, because it's already bad enough to break up with somebody and you don't work with them and all the trials and tribulations you have to go through and all the he say, she say. But to have them at your job is a bitch, to have somebody that you're on the outs with. So what kind of job do you guys have, by the way? You don't have to say where it is, but what kind of job is it?
It's a banking center. It's not actual inside of a branch, but it's a call center for a bank.
So this is a pretty cool job for you, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, really good, man.
So, yeah, in a situation like that, and again, I know at work, the sexual tension and all that shit, it builds up, and then it becomes inevitable that you want to bang somebody, but the job shit, man, is just not worth the headache at the end. So I would say, man, just do your best to avoid her, avoid all that he say, she say shit. Don't even gossip with the people at your job about what she's talking about. Just worry about your work, man. Don't even engage in that, because these people at these jobs, they be tape recording the conversations. They're real slick at these jobs. So yeah. So you just want to be on the low with your shit. You all about your money. Just talk to them about that outside of work, but at your job, just get your professional face on. Act like you ain't never done nothing with this broad. Act like she's the homie. Don't even, if you can, does she work in the same department as you?
Yeah, so we work in the same department, but I moved like a couple of aisles over, and she moved to a different floor, so it got a little bit better.
Yeah.
But she just came back from a leave of absence, and since then, it's been, hey, I heard this. Supposedly now she been with some dude for like a whole year while she was with me. I don't believe half the stuff that I'm hearing.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get over it.
Yeah, it's probably true, man. It's probably true. You had a little double clutcher at your job, man. But it is what it is. You just dust your shoulders off. Don't let that broad mess up your money. You understand? Because if you end up getting fired, she's going to still have that dick in her mouth over there with the next nigga. You dig what I'm saying? So just go there, be about your money, and ignore her. Thanks for the call, player. Man, I done told you guys about women at your jobs, man, especially if you got a decent job. And that brother sounds like his job is pretty decent. Y'all got to be careful about that. What's going on? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? It's Rich from Oakland.
What's up, Rich? Why you whispering? Player, you sound like your lady's in the other room or something. Why you whispering?
No. I didn't know how loud it was going to come out over the line, so.
Okay. I just didn't want you to get in trouble, player. So what's on your mind?
I just had a little quick question. I had an incident over the weekend. It was like a little family get-together. I brought my girl through, and we lived together, and I done a good job of training her. So, like, when it's at the house by herself, I'm like, can you give me something to eat? She'll make it. Can you iron my clothes?
I already know where you're going. So when she get around her family, she starts showing out, don't she?
Well, no, but it was around my family. So I asked her to give me something to eat. And then a woman in my family was like, oh, you don't have to get his plate. Let him get it himself. So I'm shocked. So what do you do if it's a family member starting your game?
Oh, okay. So your girl is cool, but it's your family member trying to be slick.
Oh, yeah, they tell her not to do stuff for me.
Okay, yeah, if it's your family, you check them. Don't be afraid to check your family. Don't be afraid to check that little nosy-ass aunt. Who was it, a cousin? Who was it?
It was an aunt.
Yeah, usually an old hating-ass aunt who's manless, who's been ran through, and she sees that your girl is in a relationship. She's down. She's submissive. And misery loves company, man. Lonely broads always try to talk women into doing stupid shit to sabotage their own relationships. And women, if you're listening, don't be dumb enough to fall for that. You check your aunt on that. Just say, look, she's good. Don't worry about her. And if your aunt is one of those loud scene-making broads, just avoid her. Just say, whatever. I'm about to go talk to my mom and my uncle. Just avoid her. But don't let your aunt disrespect you in front of your chick, because that's another thing. You don't want your chick to see that you can get disrespected by your family members, because that's going to look bad on you. You got to let your lady know that you can stand up to these people and not let your family members front you off. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
All right, man. Thanks for the call, player. There's always some old slick talking ass aunt trying to show out. You guys got to learn how to check these women. Don't be afraid to check your family. Don't be afraid to say, hey, Granny, get up out my business. What's going on? Who's calling?
Hey, what's going on, Flex? This is Matthew coming from the Lou. What's good with you?
All right, what's going on, Matthew? How you doing out there in St. Louis, player?
Chilling, man. I'm actually in Dallas for work right now, but I'm from St. Louis, so everything's gravy right now.
That's what's up. What's on your mind?
Shoot, I was just calling because I know you travel all the time, and I was just kind of wondering, like, how do you stack your paper up to go travel when you want?
Well, I stack it up by not spending it on dumb shit. You dig what I'm saying? You'll be surprised how much money you will stack up not blowing it on no weed, not blowing it on liquor. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't give a shit about rims. I got a couple of nice little rides, but they're paid for, and I got good deals on them. I didn't get them to floss. I don't get a brand new car every fucking year. You dig what I'm saying? I don't trick my money off at no strip joints. So, you know, you save a lot of money just simply not doing dumb shit. The money I get, I invested in other businesses. Just like with films, I get money from one film and invest it in another. So it's I just stack it. I stack the paper up. I flip it into other stuff instead of blowing it on dumb shit. So that's how I get to travel and go around the world and do fly shit, man. You stay focused and be smart with your money. That's all you got to do. You'll be surprised how long your money will stretch, man. But thanks for the call, my dude. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, a lot of cats want to know how I travel and go around the world anytime I want. Shit, I don't fuck around. Because I'm not making it rain on no big, ashy, bullet wound riddled hood rat at a strip joint. Shit, you guys got the money too. You guys can do the same shit I do. Travel, kick it. You guys can do the exact same thing. So we got to get into the habit of just spending our money on something constructive, because when I travel, I'm learning. I use all that as a learning experience. I gain knowledge and expertise and even some business deals. Like when I go to other places, I get my business on. Cats got to think globally. Let's see who else is on this phone. I'm going to take a couple of more calls. We're going to get right back into the game. I'm going to take a couple of more calls. Hold on one second. There's a lot of folks are calling right now. I'll take a couple of more calls. Who is this? One more call. Who is this? What's going on? Who's calling?
Patrick out of San Antonio, Texas, man.
All right, what's your name, player? Hello?
Yeah.
Man, okay, player, let's get something done with that phone, man. You all right over there?
Oh, my bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, man. What kind of phone you on, man?
Got an iPhone, man.
God damn.
My water. Hey, man, I was just
you sound like you sound like you calling from a CB, nigga. You sound like you a truck driver in this motherfucker. So what's on your mind, man? What's going on with you?
Oh, man, I was just calling, man, just give a little shout out, man. You know, I appreciate everything you're doing for us young brothers, man, for real.
Real talk.
Hey, I got a question for you, though, Flex.
Go ahead.
I was listening to, matter of fact, I listened to it twice. The interview you had with Professor Griff.
Yes.
And in the very last section of that interview, he got to talking about some secret documents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, about the government and stuff, and you know how dirty they are and stuff like that. Is there any reading material? I think it was called the Secret Covenant.
The Secret Covenant,
document or something like that.
Yeah, that's and that's available online. But there's a lot of stuff, man. Like a few weeks ago when I was talking about the King Alfred Plan and the Rex 84, all that stuff, you can find it online. You just got to know the names of it, and you look it up and you can find it. And don't depend on Wikipedia, because Wikipedia, they will try to discredit a lot of stuff by saying it's a hoax and it was not real. So look for other websites with these documents and you will find it. It's all over the net, man. But thank you very much for the call. I got to get Professor Griff back on the show. Professor Griff is a deep brother, man. I love that brother. Brother is very deep. We got to get him back on the show. Who we got on the phone?
What's up, Flex? This is B Battle, man.
What's up, B Battle? How you doing, player?
Nothing much, brother. How you doing is the question.
I'm good, man. Just chopping up game with you players calling in. What's going on?
Nothing much, Flex. I just want to tell you, straight from the heart, dude, I appreciate how you've been putting the game down, dude. That's real talk.
Real talk, man. I appreciate that. I respect that, man. You need to get the new pay-per-view special I got up, man. It's called The Game Must Be In You, Not On You. That's available at maclessons.com right now. Heavy game, B-Battle.
Okay, you got it, man. I'll get right on it, dude.
All right, man. Thanks for the call, player. Respect that. Much respect. So let's get into some game. The phones are lighting up. I like talking to the listeners. I haven't talked to the listeners in a couple of weeks. The phones are lighting up still, and I want to get right into the game. Let me turn the phone lines off so I can spit some hot fire. One more call. Let me just get one more call. One more call, people. One last call. This is the last one. What's up? Who's calling?
Yeah, I'm on the show.
You on the show, player. What's your name?
What's going on, Tariq? This is Sean, man, from Mississippi.
There you go, Sean. What part of Mississippi you in?
I'm from Jackson, man, the shithole of the South.
Is it that bad, player?
It's that bad, player, for real. Matter of fact, I I want to give a shout out. Next couple weeks from now, I'm going to ATL Explosion with a lot of cats from all over the country. We're going to do it big. There's going to be like 300 of. It's going to be like an older crowd, you know, mid to late 30s. There's something nice to do.
Cool.
But also, I want. What's the topic tonight? I'm sorry, I'm getting off.
No,
topic.
man, we just chopping up game, man. What's on your mind right now, man? What's on your mind?
Okay, really, I want to ask you a question. Good. I'm glad you called. I'm glad I'm called. First of all, I'm an older player. I'm 38 years old.
Oh, you ain't that old. I'm thinking you about to say you 60. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but you know, when you, like I said, when you live in Mississippi, 38 is like 60 for real.
Okay, I feel you.
But anyway, man, my ex, man, I dated for years. She up to, you know, we broke up back in like 08, 09, and then like she moved to Orlando, Florida with another dude.
Damn.
And you know, I mean, we had already broken up by then, you know, but I haven't heard from her in a couple of years. And then she got on Facebook and she requested me as a friend, so I didn't accept her as a friend. And then she texted me like, "This is such and such. This is me. Why did you get my friend request?" It was almost like I can't believe you're not requesting me as a friend. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I mean, you're not accepting my friendship request. What do you think about that? What do you think what that is?
Man, what it is, man, what's happening when women do shit like that, right now she's going through some trials and tribulations with the dude down in Orlando, and what happens when women go through trials and tribulations, they start backpedaling to dudes they used to mess with in order to get some kind of reassurance, and that's what she
because I looked at her page and she was friends with a couple other players in Jackson that, you know, used to mess with her.
Exactly. And you did good to not accept her ass. Just put her on ice.
Okay.
Don't act like you're bitter towards her, but don't just jump up and request her just because she sent you a request. Fuck her. You ain't with her no more. You
okay.
Yeah, so you kept it real pimping on that. You did the right thing, and if you feel like it later on, you will accept her, but it's not a big deal. You got other shit going on right now, and that's the message you're going to convey to her. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, yes, indeed.
There you go. Thanks for the call, player. That's how you got to do it, man. My man did it correctly. I'm proud of that brother, man. One of your exes try to request you as a friend. The brother didn't jump up and sign on immediately, because sometimes your exes, they do some greasy shit. You might not want to be friends with them right away. But a lot of you dudes, man, shit. Any female come holler at you accept them as a friend. You run to their beck and call. There's so much moist energy. And plus, a lot of times these women break up with you and you niggas don't know how to handle it. At least this brother, he had the man up sound in his voice. He sounded like he got over it. A lot of you dudes don't know how to get over it when you break up with a chick and she move out of town with another nigga. A lot of that moist spirit comes right on up out of you. The female leaves and you sitting around in your drawers looking at her picture. And shout out to all the moist niggas. I'm very hard on the moist dudes. There's some dudes out there who like to be moist. Let me play a little something for all the moist niggas out there. This for all the moist dudes out there, because I know I'm hard on you. Shout out to all the moist dudes in downtown Atlanta. All the moist dudes in West Hollywood. Keep your head up. And go to antimoist.com if you want to change your moist ways. But it's very important, man, to get over a breakup and don't be all bitter behind the shit. That nigga is singing his ass off, moist as hell. Let me put back on my Mackin music. All right, we're going to get into some game, y'all. Y'all ready to get into some game? Let's get into some damn game. Now, today's show, I want to talk about Simpin ain't easy. That's today's topic. We're going to talk about Simpin ain't easy, because there's a lot of simping going on with dudes out here. Truth be told, right now is simp season. Simp season starts around September, October. This is simp season right now, because I've been talking to a lot of my associates and a lot of my students, and they've been getting into simp relapses right now. A lot of cats are getting into simp relapses right now. They're falling off the wagon, falling back into some simp behavior. And again, like I said, this is simp season. The fall is simp season because during the summertime, When you're macking to the ladies, you're spitting your game. There's an abundance of women. You have a lot of options. You're doing your thing. Now, when fall comes around, you know, a lot of the summer activities are not popping. A lot of activities are not going on like they were in the summer. A lot of the clubs aren't popping. A lot of the social spots aren't popping. So a lot of women are inside. Also, a lot of women are huddled up with the players. The players then built up a little stable. So all the dudes whose game was tight in the summertime, they got the women on lockdown right about now. Not all of them, but a lot of them. There are less available women during simp season. This is why the simping comes out, because a lot of dudes feel like they don't have no option. Plus, a lot of these simp dudes, they start getting lonely when it comes to Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas. And they want some company and they want some warmth and commitment. So the simping comes out of a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes start getting emotional around the fall. So guys got to know how to work through simp season. That's why we have National Players Day on December 1st. And don't forget that we're going to have another Best Dressed Player contest on December 1st. We're definitely going to have another Best Dressed Player contest on December 1st. But right now, like I said, it's simp season. And there's a lot of simpish behavior going on, especially on the internet. Now, the new thing that's going on right now, you have dudes that's simping on YouTube. You got a lot of dudes that are mad and angry. You got this whole conglomerate of angry simps out here. See, back in the day, the simps used to be pretty subtle and docile. Now we got power simps. We got simps out here who are mad and aggressive. They're angry, and these are the dangerous simps. These are the simps that kidnap women and stalk them and do bodily harm to them. So you got to watch out for that. But the new thing now, you have dudes actually whining and bitching on YouTube. And I'm going to play a clip of this one dude that I posted up on my Facebook page, and it's been circulating around the net. And there have been a few videos like this of dudes going off on women on YouTube, just mad. And let me play this clip. I'm not going to play all of it. I'm going to play a little bit of it. But there's this simp dude. He went out with this chick, or he spent money. Now, he keeps referring to the chick as nigga. That nigga did me wrong. So that's some other bullshit going on right there. That's kind of moist sounding as it is. But let me play a clip of this one simp. He's on YouTube going off about this girl that he dated and spent money on.
Yo, on some G shit, bitch, you wanna play some motherfucking games with me, nigga? Like, dead ass? I took you out to eat, I bought you mad shit, and you wanna dirtbag me, my nigga? For real? Come on, son. This nigga is beating on you. And you dead ass wanna stay with that nigga? Yeah, I've been doing all this motherfucking work to get with you and whatever, my nigga? For real? Come on, son. I did mad shit for you, my nigga. I treat you mad fucking good, and you dead gon' play me like, oh, fuck out of here, nigga. You ain't my motherfucking type. Blah, blah, blah. No, fuck you, bitch. That nigga deserve to fuck you up, nigga. I don't give a fuck about you, bitch. I hope you choke and die, bitch. That's how the fuck I feel about you, bitch. That's how the fuck I really motherfucking feel, nigga. Fuck you, son. Come on, son. I've been looking for a good bitch the whole fucking time. I realized something. Oh, y'all bitches is motherfucking evil. Y'all some evil bitches. I don't hear about no shit about all niggas as dogs. No, bitch, you a motherfucking dog. That's why I'm calling you a bitch. Bitch. That's how the fuck it is, nigga. Fuck all y'all. Fuck all that bullshit, son. You dead ass wanna play me shit like, oh, fuck out of here. That nigga ugly. Blah, blah, blah. Guess what? I am an ugly nigga, bitch, and I still fuck pussy. What the fuck? What the fuck you gonna do about it, bitch?
Okay,
you know, so I still get better pussy than you.
And this nigga just goes on and on and on. So, again, I had to hit that nigga with the Brian McKnight with all that goddamn simping. So, that just shows you the type of dudes that's out there. And there's a couple of dudes out there like this, man. I've seen a few dudes on YouTube going off on women. So this simp behavior is being escalated. And the thing is, man, and let me talk to all my simps out there. And a lot of you guys don't know you're simps. But now it's time to be self-aware. You have to self-reflect and understand the kind of energy you're putting out there. You know, it takes a lot of energy to actually be a simp. That's why I say simping ain't easy. It's easier to be a player than to be a simp, because when you are a simp, just like this dude, that's a lot of energy to sit on the internet cursing and yelling. That's unnecessary energy. Players don't get down like that. Being a simp takes a lot of energy, because these dudes do unnecessary things to try to keep women interested. You do unnecessary spending. You do unnecessary calling. You got to sit around and make the time to call women over and over, day in and day out. Text messaging day in and day out. You spend a lot of time stalking. You got to go to Walmart to get a ski mask and binoculars. That shit takes time to be a simp. You got to go get flowers. It takes time and energy to be a simp. You got to date women, and when you date them, you checking up on them. You got to check the phone records. You're looking up. It takes energy and time. You got to write poems. It takes a lot of energy to be a damn simp. It's hard work being a simp. You might as well be a player. Players don't go through none of that. Players just be. Players just do them. You do you, and you're going to be all right. You ain't doing all that old extra simp bullshit. That old cupcake and hating, angry at the world, my heart can't live without you ass bullshit. That shit ain't cool. And the thing about it, and I've always said this, these same dudes who are doing all this simping, these are the first niggas who will say that they don't need to read none of my books. If you try to give these dudes one of my books, you try to put them up on game, you try to give them one of my DVDs, they'll be like, oh no, I'm cool on that shit, my nigga. I already got enough game. And they'll be the same niggas on the internet going off on broads. See, the thing is, man, you guys got to not only know the game, you got to respect the game, because a lot of dudes will say, well, damn it, I know all that shit. I know the game, I know dating, I know relationships, I know all that. You hear that all the time, but knowing it is one thing. Accepting it is another thing, and these dudes do not accept the game, and that's going to bite you in the ass. Just like with these cats who called up, like my dude who called up earlier. I done told this cat a million times, I done told you listeners about dealing with females on your job, you got to be extra cautious. Now they're throwing this dude under the bus at his job. And I get this a lot. I tell dudes one thing and then they'll do the opposite, then it bites them in the ass, and then they come step to me, damn Tariq, what should I do? You done did some simp shit and it bit you in the ass. What part of don't do that shit didn't you understand the first time? That's the part I don't like, man. When I lace you motherfuckers with game and then you do the opposite, then it bites you in the ass. That's the thing, man. You can't be that type of dude. Don't go against the grain. Let me tell you something. I give you this game, it's a privilege. Because, see, the game is going to work for me. The game works for me. I'm going to enjoy the game. Whether you simp, cupcake, trick, brown nose or not, I'm going to do the game correctly, and the game is going to work for me. Now, if you would like for me to share the game so it will work for you, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. But the game is a privilege. Respect the game. And there's dudes, and I'm saying I have personal friends, one in particular, a couple of weeks ago, a friend of mine, an associate of mine, he met a young lady. And within about 2 days of him meeting this young lady, she invited him out of town to a wedding. And he was all psyched up to go. Oh man, she invited me to a wedding. She's feeling me, I'm feeling her. She invited me to a wedding. It's out of town, it's 9 hours away from where I live. I said, dude, the girl is cool and all, but I suggest you don't go. And you guys know I've talked about stuff like this on the show before. You never go to an event that somebody invites you to when they first met you. You never go to a specific social event. I'm not talking about like a club or something, but when somebody invites you, a young lady invites you to a specific event and you just met her, you do not go. Because 9 times out of 10, what she's doing is trying to make somebody jealous there, or she's trying to get the word out that she brought another dude so the guy can get jealous with the secondhand information. That's just how women get down. And I told this guy that. He was like, oh, no. I got to take a chance. I got to do it, man. I'm feeling her. She's feeling me. I'm like, all right, do you. So this nigga hopped in a car, drove his ass 9 hours to go kick it with this chick at the wedding. Nigga got played to the left, didn't get no ass, nothing. She played that nigga on some friendship tip. Now he's calling me like, damn, what happened? Nigga, I told you what happened, and I told you what the deal was. You were used as a pawn. And the thing is, you didn't have to get used as a pawn. All you had to do was respect the game. See, a lot of cats, man, want to learn the shit the hard way, and that's what makes you a simp. When you want to learn this shit the hard way, man, a real true to the game player will fuck with something that's logical. You get some logic in the game, something sound like it makes sense, you roll with that. But don't go against the grain trying to put a circle in a square peg. That creates baggage, and then you become the nigga yelling at bitches on YouTube. See, these are dudes, these mad at the world, angry, I hate you bitch type niggas. These are dudes who don't respect the game, and the simp shit ain't working, and they're mad because the simp shit ain't working. Guess what? Simp shit don't work. It don't work. I don't give a damn how much you try to be Mr. Goody Two Shoes, put your best foot forward. You gotta have a certain level of game. You cannot escape the game. You gotta understand the game. The game has to be in you, not on you. That's why it's important. You guys really need to get that pay-per-view special I'm doing, that I've done at MacLessons.com. The game has to be in you, not on you. That's why I put that out, so guys can go back to the basics. We need to take it back and get back to some game. The basics of the game, the basics of it, and the rules of the game. You guys have to listen to that special. That's going to tune your shit up. And the thing is, fellas, the reason why a lot of you guys are simp, it's 3 reasons that makes you a simp. 3 common reasons that guys will either be a simp, remain a simp, or fall into a simp relapse. Because even if you're a player, man, you got to still reinforce your game. That means being around other players, learning, educating yourself about new forms of game. You always got to immerse yourself in game. No matter how much you know, the game evolves. You still need to get that reinforcement. You still need to get that reinforcement. So let me go into the 3 reasons why a lot of you guys fall into the simp category. These are the 3 main reasons why a lot of guys become simps. Reason number 1 is that you can't control your emotions. That's one of the main reasons a lot of guys become simps. They can't control their goddamn emotions, which is a feminine characteristic. That's because a lot of dudes were raised around single mothers, and that's what they see. They see their mom or their grandmother dealing or doing things on an emotional basis, so a lot of guys fall into that trap, and that doesn't work for a man. As a man, you can't make emotional moves. You can't be dictated by your emotions. What makes you a man is how well you keep your emotions in check, how well you control your emotions. That makes you a man. And the way you control your emotions is that you start getting into the habit of thinking like a chess player. You got to think first. You got to get into the habit of thinking first. You got to program yourself into thinking first. Emotional niggas, they act first and then think about the repercussions of their actions later. But a player, he will think first. You think like a chess player. You know that every move you make is going to dictate another action later on down the line, and you're cognizant of that. So think first. Control your emotions. Now, number 2, the reason why a lot of guys fall into the simp category, because they're hard-headed. Hard-head makes the soft ass. To be a true to the game player, you can't be a hard-head dude. You got to be open to getting good game soaking in your head. Hard-headed dudes, especially dudes, and I talked about this before, a lot of dudes around the age of 23. When a guy gets around 23, 24, a lot of cats get into that thing where their ego jumps into the forefront and you can't tell them shit. You think you know everything, you think you fly, you think you know everything about life, nobody can tell you nothing. and you get played severely. You think that these women can't run no game on you. See, a lot of women run game on niggas in that age group. A lot of you dudes end up getting into the big time simp category because women run mad game on you dudes because they know that you're driven by your emotions. So you can't be no hard-headed dude. And that doesn't mean that there are not any old hard-headed dudes, because there are some older hard-headed dudes, and we call them sugar daddies. And I go into the sugar daddies on the brand new pay-per-view special called You Must Have Game in You, Not On You. I go into a whole thing about the sugar daddies and the tricks, so you guys need to check that out, again, at maclessons.com. Now, the third reason why you guys will fall into the simp category really is because you're sheltered. A lot of cats are not well traveled. Just like the gentleman called up earlier talking about traveling, a lot of cats, man, if you're not a well traveled dude, you'll end up placing way too much value on the women that's in your hood. A lot of dudes, you notice, man, a lot of these dudes who simp, they usually simp on some old basic ass females. Females aren't even dimes, and you're simping over some basic extra average ass female who you done grew up with, or some chick who's a local yoko that's in your neighborhood. And you get down like that because you don't understand the level of options that's out there. And also, deep down, you know that you're simping with an extra average female. And that makes you angry because she's supposed to be grateful that you're doing all this simple shit for her. And you're mad that these extra average females, even they're playing you to the left. Not even extra average, even the ducks start playing you to the side and playing you to the left. And that makes you really mad. So you got to stop being sheltered. You got to get out there. You got to get out there and travel and experience different females. So the bottom line is, man, we got to have some simp interventions with these dudes. All you players out there, man, y'all got to start snatching some of these simp niggas up, because these simps are becoming dangerous, man. You don't know what these niggas are going to do. You got to start snatching these niggas up and just having interventions with them. You got to get them and say, hey, man, look, we're going to go to a strip club tonight. And then take them somewhere and it'd be a hotel room with their family in that motherfucker. He'd be like, hey, well, what's this? This ain't no strip club. Then it'd be a white man, a counselor. Hey, Steve, I need you to sit down. Your family here, they want to tell you something. What the hell this is? I thought we were going to King of Diamonds. No, your mom is here. And, you know, them old ladies, I think he on that stuff. You know, the old ladies, they never say what kind of drug a motherfucker's on. They always say that stuff. Hey, Steve on that stuff? Why they always say that stuff? They never say heroin, crack. Please don't tell me he on that stuff. He's like, I ain't on that stuff. I don't even know why I'm here. Then read a note to that nigga. It's like, look, Steve, we have been friends for a long time. You are spending way too much money on strippers, hookers, and hoes. You buy flowers and you cupcake with bitches. After all that, we still love you. Then he'll start crying. So y'all got to start having a simp intervention with these simp ass niggas, man. So we can keep it PI till we DI. That's been today's episode.
Over, you know, and she moved to a different floor, so it got a little bit better.
Yeah.
But she just came back from a leave of absence, and since then, it's been, hey, I heard this. Supposedly now she been with some dude for like a whole year while she was with me. I don't believe half the stuff that I'm hearing.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get over it.
Yeah, it's probably true, man. You know, it's probably true. You had a little double clutch at your job, man. But it is what it is. You just dust your shoulders off. Don't let that broad mess up your money. You understand? Because if you end up getting fired, she's going to still have that dick in her mouth over there with the next nigga. You dig what I'm saying? So just go there, be about your money, and ignore her. Thanks for the call, player. Man, I done told you guys about women at your jobs, man, especially if you got a decent job. And that brother sounds like his job is pretty decent. Y'all got to be careful about that. What's going on? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? It's Rich from Oakland.
What's up, Rich? Why you whispering? Player, you sound like your lady's in the other room or something. Why you whispering?
No, I didn't know how loud it was going to come out over the line, so.
Okay, I just didn't want you to get in trouble, player. So what's on your mind?
I just had a little quick question. I had an incident over the weekend. It was like a little family get-together. I brought my girl through, and
so we got a lot of folks calling. Let's see what's going on these phone lines. A lot of folks are calling right now. Let's see who we got. What's on? What's up? Who's calling?
This is Rambo from Atlanta.
What's up? What's your name again?
It's Rambo from Atlanta, Decatur, Georgia, Redan Road.
There you go. What's going on, Rambo? What's on your mind, player?
Oh, man, I'm a big listener of your show. I've been listening to your show almost 5 years, man.
Respect.
It just, I wanted to ask you something because I'm kind of dealing with this new chick, and she cool and all, but I don't know. The thing is, she got 2 kids. I'm 25, she's 27. I don't have any kids at all.
Okay, you say
it's crazy.
You say kids plural. How many kids she got?
She got 2 of them.
God damn! At 27, how old are the kids?
The young one is 7 and the other one's 9.
Are they about the same dude? Different dudes?
I think 2 different dudes.
Oh, okay. Nigga, you better hit that and run. Nigga, don't sit up there and simp and cupcake with that, because she has a track record of being fertile and getting knocked up. So she already has that track record. So, nigga, you need to be very cautious about that. And she's 27, so that's not looking good on paper. You know what I'm saying? I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but that shit don't look good on paper. It's like when you recruit.
Okay, I got one.
Yeah, if you recruit, if you're trying to recruit a basketball player for a team, and you see this motherfucker got injuries and baggage, it just don't look good on paper, even though they might be a good player. So I'm saying it's not looking that good. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is she?
I say she's about an 8.
Okay, so that means she's about a 6. Okay, so just be cautious, man. just be cautious, dude. Just be cautious, man. I say don't think in serious terms with this chick, because that sounds like it might be a problem later on down the line, man. But thank you for the call, Pimp Sauce. Let's see who else we got, man. And I did a whole pay-per-view special talking about women with kids. You guys can check that one out at maclessons.com as well. That's another one you guys can check out. Let's see who we got on the phone. Let's see who we got. What's up? Who's calling? What's up? Who's calling? Okay, people, come on, y'all. We got to get it together, people. A lot of folks are calling. Hold on, let me see who this is. What's going on? Who's calling?
Hey, yo, what's up, Flex? This is the real Big Sean calling out of the Inland Empire, California, right here.
You are the real Big Sean, not that imposter
Yes,
Big Sean that's making those hit records and getting all those bitches. You the real one. You're the one who's working at IKEA, macking on the hose. So what's on your mind, player? What's on your mind?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
I had gave you a call about almost a year ago because I had started messing with somebody at the job, mistake number 1.
Right.
Well, it kind of got ugly.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
Well, I dumped her because she was seeing somebody else outside of work. So what happened was she thought she was playing me the whole time, but her homegirl had dropped dime on her, okay?
Okay.
So what it is now is we have mutual friends at work. So what she's doing is she's spreading stuff up in their ear, telling them that I was tricking and paying her bills, which is totally false.
Okay.
Because I already knew it was I was just along for the ride,
exactly.
To see what was going on with her. So anyways, make long story short, it's just been drama after drama, man, and it's bad. So what can I do to defuse the situation?
All right, now let's look at it, because, I've said a million times, you got to be careful about women at your job because of this very reason, because as relationships do, they go bad sometimes. And when they go bad, this is the dumb shit that happens, because it's already bad enough to break up with somebody and you don't work with them and all the trials and tribulations you have to go through and all the he say, she say. But to have them at your job is a bitch, to have somebody that you're on the outs with. So what kind of job do you guys have, by the way? You don't have to say where it is, but what kind of job is it?
It's a banking center. It's not actual inside of a branch, but it's a call center for a bank.
So this is a pretty cool job for you, right?
Oh, yeah. Really good, man.
So, in a situation like that, and again, I know at work, the sexual tension and all that shit, it builds up, and then it becomes inevitable that you want to bang somebody, but the job shit, man, is just not worth the headache at the end. So I would say, man, just do your best to avoid her. Avoid all that he say, she say shit. Don't even gossip with the people at your job about what she's talking about. Just worry about your work, man. Don't even engage in that, because, you know, these people at these jobs, they be tape recording the conversations. They're real slick at these jobs. So, yeah. So you just want to be on the low with your shit. You all about your money. Just talk to them about that outside of work, but at your job, just get your professional face on. Act like you ain't never done nothing with this broad. Act like she's the homie. Don't even, if you can, does she work in the same department as you?
Yeah, so we work in the same department, but I moved like a couple of hours